Hello everybody, my name is Luisa Zuniga and today I'm gonna talk about an important theme called effective communication. I made an infographic based in an article from helpguide.org and I will show you. So, my infographic is based on this important theme and I will explain you 4 skills that we found in this article to improve our effective communication. So, let's start. Here we have the first part, effective communication. Effective communication is about understanding the emotion and intention behind the information. You know that when I talk to you, you can feel my feels, you can feel my mood, maybe my humor, if I'm in a great humor or not. And also, many times we don't communicate effectively, and this generates conflicts in all contexts of our life. For example, it could happen in university, as also as students can see every day, that we don't can explain our things in a good way to our other partners in class, and that makes sometimes a problem with work and making all the tasks that the university lead to us. Common barriers to effective communication is stress out and we can control emotions, lack of focus, inconsistent body language, and negative body language too. So, effective communication, the first skill is become an engaged listener. Effective communication is about it's about talking less and listen more. How we can explain that? Because when we can listen what the others are saying, we can feel what they are trying to explain to us. You know, when you are an engaged listener, you not only understand better the person, you can feel it and you can help him if you know that that person is not any problem. Also, if the person that you with your who you are talking with is calm, you can feel that. And the person isn't calm, you can feel it too, and you can help him if you feel that. Also, try to follow with some tips that I will give you instead, and practice it to improve your effective communication. So, the first skill that I told you is become an engaged listener. So, to become an engaged listener, a person that listen and understand and are focused in the conversation, and the person that somebody wants to talk because it's easy to talk and the person listen, you need to first focus fully on the speaker. You need to be focused. It's better if you don't use your cell phone while a person is talking to you, because you can really feel and you can see the non-verbal moves that the person is giving to you. Also, favor your right ear. Why this? Maybe you can say it's so strange that, but it has a brain explanation that I can tell you that when you use your right ear that is connected to the left part of the brain, you can listen better. Also, avoid interrupt or trying to redirect the conversation to your concerns. This is too important because when a person is talking, you need to wait your turn to respond or make a feedback of what the person is saying. So take a turn and be patient, listen, and then answer. Show your interest that behind saying. Sometimes when we're talking, it's important that the person who we are talking with know that we are focused. How? It's important that you say yes, it happened to me. No things like no, that's not, because maybe that person will feel that you are just listen and and made a feedback just for do it and no because you feel it. Also, try to set aside judgments. It's important because when we are in different contexts, for example outside of this country, Colombia, it's important to know that other persons have different thoughts about society, about the world, about complex problems, and we need to try to set aside our judgments for that person, for the people we're talking with. For example, when someone is talking with Colombians, they think that we are like Pablo Escobar, and that isn't. So they need to try to aside our judgment for countries, for people, for citizens. And also the last one is provide feedback. This is too important because you need to provide to the other a feedback about what it's saying. It happens that when you're talking with another person, you need sometimes a feedback because you don't know if that person understands you or not. So the second skill is pay attention to nonverbal signals. For this, I want you to watch this presentation, but also I will explain it because it's important that nonverbal communication or body language be so focused and so simple. You can explain yourself and move a lot because it will be a distraction for the person who is looking at you. So it's important to look what you are doing and also look what the other persons are doing. So, nonverbal communication of body language, when you look, listen and move to react to another person when he's telling you to something, like for example, I will tell you what happened with the soccer team the last Friday. So I will tell you, okay, they were playing, and my body movements will be so aggressive, maybe because it happens a fight in the soccer. That could happen, and it's important to understand the context of the theme that you are talking with a person. Developing the ability to understand and use nonverbal communication because it can connect you with others. It can be a challenge too, but it can make better relationships at home or at work or at your university, at college. Also, you can enhance effective communication by using open body language. It's important when you're talking with another person to don't cross your arms, to be open, to be truthfully. That person can trust in you when you are open and you use an open body language. Also, improve your read non-verbal communication. That's why I told you that you need to look what the other person is saying to you, because you can understand what the person is saying with no words. Also, look at nonverbal communication signal as a group, because, for example, if the person is saying to you with words yes and with your face and the head no, you can understand what the person is truly saying. And the last is improve the delivery in nonverbal communication, because it needs to be accord, what I told to you, accord with the context and accord with the words that you are saying to the other. The third skill is keep stress in check. Why? Because it's important to manage your emotion, think on your feet, and expressive communication under pressure. Why this? Because it happens to me a lot. When I feel stressed, and I'm a very stressful person, it happens that I can feel comfortable in my body, and the words that I'm saying demonstrate that. So it's important to keep it out, to keep in check, just talk and try to calm. So it's important to manage your emotions, what you think, what you feel, and that will make you to have an effective communication. So the tips that we have here for keep stress in check is use storytelling tactics to give yourself time to think, because when you're in stress you say the first time that you think, and you need to think twice, to be patient, be secure of what you are saying. The second one is pause to collect your thoughts. Sometimes when we are stressed, we say a lot of ideas, and we can connect and resume the ideas in a better way. So we need to pause and think. Also, make one point and provide an example to support your information. It happens a lot in academic situations when the person is saying, okay, why? And you need to say, okay, because I found this, or I know for this for experience, or for another person that's saying in a text or an article. So we need to make a support of information. Also, deliver your words clearly. That we need to be so clear with the information that we are giving, and wrap up with summary. That's important because when we are stressful, we say a lot of things, and at the end we need to make a summary to understand what we really are saying. So, quick stress relief for effective communication. So we need to recognize when we are stressful, or when we become stressed and we come in a stressful situation. Also, take a moment to calm down, to breathe, and think in another moment, in beach or something, but calm down. Bring your sense to rescue and look for humor in this situation. Why? Because humor is a better way to be happy and to leave the stress out. So, the fourth and the last skill is first is to assert yourself. I will explain this to you because it's important when you are talking to others to know what you are saying, and to know that what the words that you are saying are the truth for you. So we need to value ourselves and our opinions, know our needs and the thing that we want to explain. For example, if I want you to show you that I'm a happy person, I need to be sure that I want to show you that and incorporate that to my speech and also my body language. Express negative thoughts in a positive way. It's too important because when we are disagree with something, we always say not, and it's important to say it could be better in a positive way. Also, receive feedback positively is too important too, because always the feedback are that's good, but and bad things. So we need to give feedback in a positive way and learn to say no. That's so important because we are humans and we always try to say yes to everybody and to everything that somebody is telling to us. So it's important to say no, it's okay, thank you. So that was my infography. It's a little longer, so I will post it I will send it and I will post it with the video so you can check it wherever you want. And also the second part of this work is about to show a news or a movie or a chapter or a commercial. So I choose an important news from Chile that they are children kids news, and I will post you the link for the video to see it, and when you watch it in YouTube, please come back. So if you do it, I will explain you my opinion for this show. So the show is called 31 Minutos. So how 31 Minutos doesn't show effective communication. So we will analyze this children's news program based in what effective communication means, or based in what I showed you in the last infography. So 31 Minutos. So about the program, these have a duration per chapter, like 13 or 35 minutes. So, in the first skill, we can find become an engaged listener. So, as you watch in the video, They do not listen what the others are saying. They simply use their ears, but don't hear what the others need to transmit. As you see, Tulio, the host of the news, just talk, and when they listen, he gives her opinion in a really bad way. So the fact is that they don't hear each other cause inconvenience to feel connected. There is not working environment. As you see, the channel, the news are a complete mess because everybody is doing something different and aren't connected. So if the Tulio, the presenter, starts feeling agitated, he managed to transmit the others presenters and the audience. It happens that when you watch Tulio, he's being too stressful. You feel it. I don't know, but I feel it when Tulio is stressful because I feel it too. And also, Tulio is an excellent person, interrupt while the other are attacking. And when he gave his opinion, he isn't sincere and it's too sarcastic. It happens because when in the video that you watch, an important scientific said, I discovered the cure for hungry, and he said like, no, I took my breakfast this morning. So it's really sarcastic. This program is for Chile, as I told you, and the nonverbal signals. I post these his two of that nonverbal signal that I like a lot. That the managed body language is totally negative. They show the disappear of each situations that occurs to them. Like this. They say like, oh my god, why? Also, they cross their arms, use a desperate tone when they talk, cover her face, and do not handle to control the facial expression. They just express and don't think twice to calm down and make an effective communication with nonverbal signals. Also, to keep the stress in check, none of the characters have a good control of emotion, especially stress, because in this chapter happens a lot of things. Also with money, and as you see, they have a huge problem with Mona Lisa, and they really can't control their emotions. Also, they do not think twice before acting or making any news decision. They forget that they are on air. They forget that everybody is watching them. You know, they just talk and don't think that every kid in the world, I think, or in Latin America is watching them. Also, their problem basically is that they are stressed by anything, and when they find a solution, they come in panic. Also, for the last skill, that is assert yourself, they express their negative opinions and thoughts in a negative way. Tulio doesn't know what he means or how to interview a person, so he comes in panic because he hasn't planned anything. And the assertiveness of this new is on floor because they fail to communicate anything well because they are an international joke. And I post here the the last photo that we find in this chapter. So that's it. I hope you like it. It's a little bit longer video, but I hope you like it. Watch this Chilean kids news because it's really funny. I like it a lot. You can really understand what isn't effective communication. Is a huge example to know what isn't effective communication. And that's it. Thank you so much. Bye.